are going to work on back. Has everybody introduced back to their foster puppy? Not yet. Okay, some people not yet, so that's okay. So I'll review how we introduce this. So I'm using this bench. I'm going to use this bench and this chair. What you want to do, go ahead, get that. What you want to do is basically make some kind of funnel so that the dog has their movement guided by the wall or a chair or the sofa or a coffee table so that they can't swing their hips out into weird directions. Some dogs don't like being squeezed between things like this. So to start, I want to get my dog comfortable being here. So I'm just gonna reward him for being here. Good job, let's take a break. You can go away from this now. All right, let's go back, try again. What a good dog. Okay, so he's okay with being there. What I'm going to do is I'll hold a treat or two in my hand and I'm going to move into my dog's space. I'm not pushing him or shoving him, but I'm using the treats in my hands to help guide him backwards. I'm gonna keep his head level. Yes, and I'm gonna move into his space. As he takes a step back, I say yes, and then I reward him. Yes. So he's licking my hand that whole time, but I'm not giving him the treat until after I've said yes. If I go over my dog's head, oops, he sat. So I want to keep his head pretty level or go under his chin, good dog, go under his chin towards his chest because he tucks his head under and that keeps his rear off the ground. If my dog is like, this is weird, I don't know what you're doing, I'm uncomfortable. If they take even just one tiny step backwards, he just barely shifted his back feet, I can say yes and still reward him for that to get the ball rolling of understanding what it is that we're doing. So I don't need to wait for my dog taking 5 steps backwards. If he takes 1 step backwards, yes. Or 2 steps backwards, I can still say yes and reward him. Once I see that he can do this and he's doing the motion, then I can start to add the cue. So he's done it a couple times, then I can start saying back, yes. And then I can say yes as he's moving and reward him. If this is something you've already started to introduce with the dog, you can work on a couple different things. You can try to remove one of the guides on either side so that the dog doesn't have that funnel to rely on. You can also start to work on removing treats from the equation from the beginning part where I have my hand in front of my dog's face. Everything else is the same. No thanks. Oh, we're tired. Come here. Oh, so much work today. I've done so many things. So I can keep my hand open, no treats. Back. Yes, good boy. So he still did the movement. There wasn't a treat in my hand, but then I still give him a treat at the end. That was a weird one, wasn't it? I can also start to remove how much I move into his space. So when I started this, yes, I'm walking into him. If I want to start to cut that out, I'll reduce how much I'm walking into him. So maybe I just go back, yes. So I didn't move into his space as much that time. And you break that down as small as the dog needs. Back, yes. So if you've already introduced this, start working on it with free space on one side or both sides so that the dog doesn't have those guides, or you can start working on taking treats out of the front end of the equation and reducing how much you move into the dog in order to get them to move. Good dog. Good boy. If this is totally new to the dog, then I'll grab chairs so that you can create a little funnel. You can also use the crates against the wall over there or whatever wall is near you. And yeah, any questions? All right, let's work on that.